Wesley Fofana does nothing the simple way. Wesley Fofana confirmed himself as a Chelsea player. And not only that, Chelsea beat Leicester with 10 men 2-1. Chelsea 2, Leicester 1. Let's get into the chat and brief. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. And in today's video, we're happy, right? We're all gonna be very happy because what happened today was a performance of character. It was a performance of intent, and it was performance, dare I say it, potentially of champions. I'm not saying Chelsea's gonna go on and win the league, but I am gonna say Chelsea today stood up and was counted. We're gonna talk about what happened with Wesley Fofana and how the deal was announced. Fabrizio Romano confirmed, and Wesley Fofana confirmed, if anything. And then we're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly from the Chelsea 2-1 victory against Leicester City at Stamford Bridge today. And there is a lot to unpack. A lot of positives, some negative, and some downright ugly things I don't want to see again. Let's get it. Before we get started, I think it's very important that you all hit the like button, you all subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, in the pinned comment is my Instagram. Go follow me on the gram, and more importantly, hit me up in the DMs with your question. I respond via voice note, and we reenact what happened, we talk about it, and it becomes insightful. It's the way to build the community. Let's move on. Long story short, you all know the drill. Chelsea have had a bid of £66 million plus add-ons of £8 million accepted for Wesley Fofana. This is not only confirmed by David Ornstein, who broke the news earlier this morning, and Fabrizio Romano. Both of them have confirmed it, but nothing from the clubs yet. But Gary Lineker put out a very nice tweet saying how he's going to miss Wesley Fofana, and it looks like set to happen. And Wesley Fofana just quote tweeted it and put a few emojis. If this wasn't real and this move wasn't happening, Wesley wouldn't be acting this way. Wesley Fofana have to put up a story where he's super happy and he's driving with a smile on his face. Of course he's going to be. He's going to become a wealthy man. He's going to play for one of the biggest clubs in the world, and his spot at the World Cup is actually a reality. He's got it all in his hand. But we need to talk about the game today, and we need to get into the good. We're gonna start with all the positives. We're gonna be uber positive about what we took away from today. Then we're gonna get into the bad, and then the downright ugly. So stay tuned for the downright ugly, because these are important points. And make sure you get to the end of the video. The good. Number one, Tuchel won us this game today. Look, a lot of times this season I've said Tuchel got it wrong. Leicester last week against Leeds, Tuchel got it wrong. This week, Tuchel got it right. And I'm gonna say it this way. We went down to 10 men. He didn't panic. How many people would have taken Mount off straight away, went into a back three, and we were gonna get compact? No, we controlled the game. We actually posed the threat. Leicester posed the threat. He rode out the storm, and then he went to a back three, and we had a reorganized, compact plan, and we absolutely murdered them in the second half. We were the better team. We hung on for the last 10 minutes, but what do you expect? It's 10 men against 11. Leicester are a good team. Don't let this start fool you. They've got a lot of quality, a lot of great players. This was a great start for Chelsea. Raheem Sterling stepped up today and showed why Northwest London, West London, Southwest London is his. This man was unbelievable. And in what sense? Not with his finishing, because in my opinion, Raheem should have scored more than two. But the ability to get opportunity. Raheem Sterling's ability to hold the ball up, run into the channel, drive at defenders, create opportunities from nothing, link up with intelligent players such as Cucurella. Him and Cucurella were amazing together. And the goals from Raheem Sterling today, they were fantastic. The first one was a beautiful deflection. He didn't mean it, we all know that, but he attempted it. It's the curler, and the curler took it into the net. But the second one is magnifique, because Reece James and Kai Havertz link up, and then the cross comes across goal. Raheem's there to tap it in. Listen, when it comes to Raheem Sterling, that's bread and butter stuff for him. He's got 2 goals, 1 assist in 4 games. If Raheem continues on this rate, he's gonna end up somewhere with 19 goals. 19 goals in the Premier League is phenomenal. Like, we are asking for 15 from him. He gives us 15, we're going to be smiling. Great start to the season for Raheem Sterling. His performances in 3 of the 4 games were very good. So for me, I can't complain. I'm very critical of the wing backs sometimes, but today I've got nothing negative to say. When you think about it, Reece James started as a right back. Cucurella started as the left back. And both of them consistently posed a great threat. They were receiving the ball, playing 1-2s, defending their individualistic battles, but at the same time going forward with vim and intent. We're going to start with Reece James. Reece James got an assist, and Reece James' assist today magnified what he's good at. He combined with Kai Havertz very well. They ran around him and a beautiful delivery to the point where it's in no man's land for the keeper. He can't come out, but the defender can't touch it. Both of them took the risk. Raheem Sterling taps it in. He defended well one-on-one. He dealt with Harvey Barnes very well throughout the game. He was switched on, organized and effective. Cucurella's ability to carry the ball is very underrated. And what is even more underrated, his ability to spray a pass in so the player can take it on his back foot and turn and go. And he literally weights it perfectly. He's very aggressive and reliable with his passing. And more to the fact, he's very disciplined in attack. He looks like a player that you love when he plays for you, hate when he plays against you, because he's like a little pest and a little rat. And this is what you need from your team to be successful. You need people that are not nice people. You need people that are great on the pitch because they can do the beautiful side, but they can do the ugly side of the game. And we need to get more of that in this team. Reece James, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Cucurella, they all have that little bite. I need more of that. I need it because that's what makes winners. Mendy goes into the good side for me. And Mendy was phenomenal today. Other than the goal where he conceded it at the near post, but Harvey Barnes struck it with vim. Mendy saved our bacon today. There was one where it was 0-0, 48th minute. I think it was 3 minutes added on in the first half. They absolutely transitioned the ball very well. It started on the left wing on Reece's side. They moved it into the middle. They created an overload. It went across and it was a one-on-one. I don't remember who it was, but he absolutely belted it. Mendy saved it. Mendy had a one-on-one with I think it was Jamie Vardy, saved it. One where he pushed Jamie Vardy so wide that Vardy had to hit the side netting. There was one from Iosi Perez where he got his fingertip to it. Mendy had a very good game today. One negative, his kicking. His kicking has to improve. But otherwise, his shot stopping, phenomenal. Mendy's a good goalkeeper, people. We need to back it. Mendy's not world class. He's not the greatest keeper ever, but he's not a terrible keeper. He's actually very reliable, safe pair of hands. We need to just back. A notable mention needs to go to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's bloody 38 years old. And today, Thiago Silva was world class. Thiago Silva is world class. Let me correct myself. Thiago Silva's performance in all aspects was amazing. Spiritual and leader. Thiago Silva ticks it. He isn't the captain, but he might as well be. He's consistently talking in that back line. He's consistently umphing the fans up, and he's leading by example. What else do you want? On the ball ability to pass. Consistently taking the ball in tough areas, finding passes, never boots it out. Consistently comfortable in difficult positions on the ball with a great passing range. Ability to switch the play consistently. I hate that I'm repeating the word consistently, but he does it to that point. And then his defending. One-on-one against Jamie Vardy, deals with him. One-on-ones against Harvey Barnes, deals with him. Positionally, he's there. Crosses coming across the box, deals with it comfortably. Crosses coming in low post, picks the ball up, carries it out. Just absolutely a rock. Injured. He was injured towards the end of the game. You could see he had a calf. The man played through the pain. And not only did he play through, he was arguably my man in the match. He was solid as a rock. And when we got into a difficult situation with Conor Gallagher, he absolutely dealt it. And he was absolutely pivotal to this win today. I think 4 players had an underrated game today. And they all played very well. We're going to start with Jorginho. I think Jorginho was very good. I think Jorginho wasn't world class. I don't think he was phenomenal, but he did his job in him. And I think a lot of people are trying to scapegoat Jorginho because he doesn't do the attractive stuff well. So like, for example, Jorginho isn't built and isn't running around and hustling and bustling people onto the floor. He'll never be that. He's a technician. He's not an athlete. So don't expect that from him. I think he won a lot of challenges today. He really supported, and there was one opportunity where Chalobah slowed down. I think it was Iheanacho. And then Jorginho snuck up from behind and stole the ball from him. And he was really good at doing that all game. He was retrieving the ball in tight areas, spraying the passes left, right and centre. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Ruben should have scored in the first half when he went through one-on-one. It was a great save from Ward. Ruben missed it, but until the red card, Ruben was balling. That was arguably one of the best performances I've seen from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We're playing a 4-2-2, and he gets the ball, and he's consistently attacking, driving the ball, carrying the ball. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a very good footballer, and I think a lot of people have forgotten the talent and the potential he had prior to that Achilles injury. Ruben needs consistent minutes, He needs reliability, and he needs a team that will enable him to play to his strengths in the middle of the park. In the midfield three, on the third centre mid, he will be phenomenal. He will be absolutely amazing. For Chelsea, having him as a backup, can't complain. Then we get into Kai Havertz. Yes, I'm going to call him Kai Havertz because initially Kai was very poor. But that second half performance when Mason Mount came off, he was amazing. He held the ball up, he was winning headers, the effort was there, he was linking up play. The goal for Raheem Sterling, the second one came because of Kai's amazing link-up play with Reece James. Kai needs to get numbers on the board because that's what's going to make people shut up. Kai Havertz as a complete package, he's got it. He's a good footballer. He's not world-class. He's not even generational. I think we're good. A lot of people went too far because Kai passes the eye test, and in Bundesliga, he was passing the statistical test. In the Premier League, he's not passing either, in my opinion, at this moment in time. And this is me being as fair and objective. But we've seen glimpses, and today, there were glimpses where he was very good. He was very objective. And for me, we just need to be patient. I think with Kai, the more minutes he plays, the more roundups he gets, he's going to get goals. We just have to believe in that. And finally, we need to talk about Trevor Chalobah. A lot of you want to say, Trevor Chalobah today stepped in and did not look out of place. Trevor was amazing. Trevor is a good defender. He's not world class. He's not phenomenal. He's not phenomenal at all. But he's a safe pair of hands. He is amazing for when Thiago Silva needs a break, Koulibaly needs a break, Wesley Fofana needs a break. Bring in Thiago. He's the better defender to bring in other than SP. That's my personal opinion. The bad. And the bad, a lot of you are going to get upset. Yo, what are we going to do with Mason Mount? Because I think we've got an issue with Mount. Mount is a very good player. Don't get me wrong. Mount has got great attacking attributes in the sense that he has a knack to get a goal and an assist. But this season he's been very poor. And it's evident. And I think people are glossing over it because it's Mason Mount. His corner kicks have been poor. Free kicks have been poor. He needs to get off both of them, in my opinion. We've got too much quality within our team to be allowed him to take these free kicks. Then this is where my issue starts. What does he offer in this front three? Because for me, I tweeted something today. I think a Lucas Paqueta, I think Odegaard both offer more to this team. I really do. I really do. I think their link-up play was perfect. It will get the best out of Kai Havertz. It will get the best out of Reece James. A Kevin De Bruyne type of player would be perfect in this team. The problem is Mount's not doing it. And the problem is we're asking Mount to be something he's not. I don't think Mason Mount's ever going to be that Phil Foden type of player that's going to be sliding balls through, getting the ball, driving it into tight areas, in and out of players like their cones, and just releasing a perfectly weighted pass. And maybe he can become, but he needs to be in a different system. And he was poor today. He was really poor, and I think he's had a really poor season so far. This has not been a good season from Mason Mount. Not at all. I'm sorry, you can't convince me otherwise. The other bad, and this is really bad, Thiago Silva looks to be hurt. And if Thiago's out, who are we going to go with a back three? So for me, I think this is what's going to happen in the next game. I think Wesley Fofana will come in at right centre back. I think we're going to have Kalidou Koulibaly at the middle of the back three. And I think this is where we go with a back four again. I think we're going to go with a 4-2-2-2. And that's how we're going to go. I think Trevor Chalobah potentially could have an opportunity. But the injuries to Thiago Silva could be pivotal to our season because he gives us the security. He's our spiritual leader. He is our captain without being the captain. We need it. The ugly truth. And before we get to Conor Gallagher, let's talk about the VAR incident. Look, I don't understand what VAR wants because on Monday, you all watched the game because you're all football fanatics. If you're not going to be watching this all the way to the end because we're discussing the game in detail right now. Rashford was onside for that Liverpool goal. Right, against Liverpool. How on earth is Kai Havertz offside? I don't see a difference. I just don't see a difference. And those moments change games. Chelsea go 1-0 up. Conor Gallagher lets him go. Conor Gallagher does not make that stupid challenge. I don't understand. It really was a stupid moment, but VAR decisions change the game. I don't understand the rules anymore. I'm really confused. I need one of you to explain it to me. Please do. I find it very difficult to be harsh on Conor Gallagher right now because this is the ugly truth and people aren't going to like it. Conor Gallagher got his opportunity at Chelsea. He got a great start last week, let himself down. He got a start again this week, let himself down. Thomas Tuchel gave him 2 opportunities back to back. Last week, he was one of the reasons we lost the game. This week, he was almost the reason we lost the game. And a lot of people don't understand this. And I'm finding it very difficult because one, he's playing for his boyhood club. He is one of us playing in a Chelsea team. He doesn't want to be bad. And he's not a double pivot player. Ladies and gents, he will never be good at this role. This is Billy Gilmour's role. Why is Billy not in this team? I don't understand that. I really don't understand. Conor let himself down today. The first yellow card was needless. The second yellow card was brain dead. I'm sorry. It's the only way I'm going to say it. Because he wasn't thinking. I know sometimes the urge is there to win the ball. But he needs to know, I'm on a yellow card. I can't bring him down. I'm going to get sent off. And I'm going to put my team in the mud. Tuchel came out today and threw him under the bus. And you know what? Last week, Tuchel didn't. This week, he did. And he should have done. Because Conor got away with it. Guys, he can't be putting in performances like that playing for Chelsea Football Club. This is Chelsea Football Club, not Sutton United. I'm sorry. That's the truth and the matter. This was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed it. Look, this is a great 3 points. We've got 7 points now, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We've got 2 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. It's a decent start to the season. Got Southampton on Tuesday. We need to get a win against Southampton. Peeps, we have to go and get that. We get another win. We get another win under our belts and we start going forward. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I hope you lot enjoyed it and I hope you appreciate that I'm doing this late at night.